Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Field of Glory 2, Medieval. This is an upcoming turn-based war game that kind of follows like a tabletop style of play that is the sequel to Field of Glory 2. It's being made by Byzantine Games, it is being published by Slytherin Software, and it comes out on February 4th of 2021, so a little bit over a month away. This is very much a sneak peek video, so I hope you guys enjoy it. This was taken from a Twitch channel, a live stream on my Twitch channel from a couple of days ago, and I hope you guys enjoy. So let's jump right back in. We are in the first battle of the Northern Crusade campaign. We are in the early phases of the battle. We've built our army, we've deployed it, but we are now in the early phases. We've been sort of skirmishing with the enemy with our ranged weapons, but we're starting to see the enemy push in on our archers and on our crossbowmen and pushing us back. We've deliberately staggered our frontline units so that there are gaps in our lines that our ranged units, our archers and crossbowmen, can fall back through as they're driven back to prevent them having to sort of retreat along the entire length of the line, because if you don't build those gaps into your line, they can't pass through solid ranks of troops. Archers can-ish, but crossbowmen and mounted crossbowmen can't. So that's why we've got a bit of a checkerboard set up in our front line. We'll have to close those ranks before the enemy comes up to engage us, but that's sort of the strategy we're following. And we've also gone very heavy cavalry in this army's makeup. So we'll see how that plays out. Again, we're jumping right back into a live stream taken from my Twitch channel from a couple of days ago. If you want to see those other live streams, check them out in the description with that link to the Twitch channel, and let's get going. This will have the cavalry run away. Maybe they can protect the flank if the enemy comes out into this open ground up this way. Okay. The cavalry here is really mainly going to be used, I guess, at this point with me forming up my lines to close any gaps should a breakthrough occur. It's a lot of enemy archers. They've been a little bit sparing with their archer use. It's interesting to see them using it a little bit more heavily now. Okay, so a charge from their troops up against our troops in rough terrain. It's a slow developing battle here. They're going to keep archer... God, 12 casualties. How much more ammo do those guys have? You guys rally. Rally, my boys. I wonder if I... Can I not transfer to these guys? It's a different command. So who is their commander? Their general... I don't even see where their general is. Vensked, thank you very much for the follow. Alright, so... Can we fire into their flank? And we do no damage. Of course. Alright, so we've actually got the upper hand in this fight, in a melee fight with these guys to their front. Although we're apparently losing more casualties than them. 29-3? Dear God, it said I had a really good chance of winning that fight. So, melee, win 9%, draw 76, lose 15. So I'm not going to do that, but I thought it was going to... What the fuck just happened? Well, I may have a chance to do some cavalry here. These guys are fragmented. They're not routing. Alright, so that lane's opened up. This is the enemy CNC. Let's try and go for that unit. I'm kind of changing who I was shooting at now, but enemy commander-in-chief's unit now. Hitting it with some archers and crossbowmen, or didn't realize that before when I already used these guys. Fire up. Okay. All right, well, I don't understand why that... I thought I had good odds. Maybe I misread that. All right. This battle's... We're already like a third of the way through the turns, and we really haven't had a major... I guess we're losing a lot of our ranged units. Would have been nice if my crossbowmen had run away. Oh, God. Well, my troops all suck. Or I just suck as a general on their placement. But every time they charge, they're devastating me. Not going well, Bizarre Andrew. Thanks for the sub, by the way. Stop archering me. I spent too much time in the cushy presidential chair. Hey, you know, someone's got to do it, right? God damn it, I thought they were going to hold. It said they held firm. Just run away, guys. Okay. Just focusing on the CNC. Really, at this point. Fuck it. Charge the CNC. Hey, we drove him back. I was hoping we'd do a little more damage than that, but... Forming up for a large cavalry charge here in the center of our lines. Probably should move these guys back over this way. If we break on the left. %82 chance they lose on impact, but if they melee, then they'll almost certainly win. I guess that's what you get for spearmen. They're meant as defensive troops. These guys are severely disordered. All right, I'm going to move these troops into here, and they'll hit these guys in the flank as they move past. All the frickin' terrain's fault. Field of Glory 2. I didn't play a lot of pike and shot, to be honest. So I may not be the best analysis. I may not be the best person to analyze the difference between pike and shot and Field of Glory 2. Okay, these melees are not going disastrously on the left against us, but they're not really going in our favor either. I'll let them waste their ammo on this one crossbow unit, though. Totally fine with that. And my severely disordered spearmen are pushed back. It's, oh, the freaking terrain. I'm getting this is going to be ugly. You can see those crossbowmen couldn't, or those, were they crossbowmen? Yeah, they couldn't retreat through my lines because I had closed the lines. All right, this will be nice. A flank charge. We're moderately disordered, but the enemy's in melee with troops to their front, so a 70%, 4% chance we win on impact. And apparently they hold firm, because of course they do. Okay. 24% chance we lose on impact? We're charging into their frickin' flank. I mean, I know we're disordered. I guess I learned my lesson. Never, ever let yourself fight a defensive battle from... Never, ever let yourself fight a defensive battle from terrain in which you're disordered. Meanwhile, we're just going to keep hammering away to no effect against the enemy CNC. Hopefully we can do something to them. Alright, we'll charge these guys. My horseman actually did something. I have no reserves, by the way, should they break through my lines. Maybe we can charge into those guys' flank. Keep those guys in line for now. Charge in the rear! Alright. So I've got 2 cavalry units plugging this hole. 3, really. I'm going to shift these troops to the left to try and reform my left. It's going to break. They don't have spears, though. So open terrain, I like my odds versus these Baltic foot. Can't see what's going on in here. All right. Can't fire. So those troops, those archers are blocked. All right, end turn. Yeah, butchering my own men, that's what I do. That seems to be the only thing I'm good at. All right. I am... Oh, fuck. Mirror Man, thanks for the follow. Those noble cavalry don't like to do anything but fall back when they engage the enemy. They'll melee for a second, and then they'll retreat. I need open ground. I think my strategy would have worked much better had I been fighting in open ground. Maybe I can get like a killer morale penalty if I can kill the enemy general, but that doesn't seem super likely. And they're pushing me back there too. Hey, we actually gave more casualties to the enemy on that melee roll on that one unit down here, and the one unit up there as well. That unit dispersed. Multiple units are now dispersing, which basically means they're routing from the field. Alright. I like those odds. Charge, fall back, charge, fall back. That's all they can do. Okay, whatever. The impact is just going to kill these guys. All right, there we've got a good roll here. We broke him. We broke an enemy unit. And we charged into another enemy flank. That's the thing about this game is, and now these guys are going to get boned. That's the thing is this game does a really good job of representing like when an enemy unit flees. In this era of combat, your troops are going to pursue. You've lost control. It's like in Waterloo, the movie, where the British cavalry charge and drive back the French infantry, but then they keep going. They can't restrain them. Command and control, once a fight is, underway, you're not going to have a good chance to control your troops. So there's sort of this chain reaction or sort of cascade effect that happens in a lot of these types of battles. And I think Field of Glory 2 does a really good job of capturing that. All right, so things look a little bit better on this flank. Just going to keep charging that enemy commander. It also makes using your cavalry a little bit more dicey because, you might have a good chance to defeat one enemy unit, but then if your cavalry just rushes on past, it's a bit of a question on whether you want to expend your cavalry in that manner. All right, so we just charged into this enemy unit's flank. Maybe that helps to turn the tide on the other end of the line. Okay. Actually, wait, is there anybody routing that they can shoot at? Fortifications? What fortifications? All right, we're going to shift these troops to the left. Just so we can kind of form a new line here. And it's going to be a solid line. We'll wait in the open, let the enemy potentially come in our flank through this marsh. So they'll be disrupted and we won't. All right, let's pull these guys back over here. We'll move this cavalry up. So we'll have a 3 cavalry front if the enemy tries to advance through this open ground with a 4th sort of on the flank here. Their ammunition is now low. I can't pull these guys back. Can't charge them either. My Baltic footer engaged with the enemy CNC, who's now lost 24 men? Can I do math? Yeah, 24 men out of 118. If he keeps advancing, we might be able to use our heavy cavalry against him. So things are a little bit closer in this fight right now. Can't really tell what's happening in the woods here. There's some bad guys. But if I charge them, it's fairly likely I'll lose. I just have to kind of keep in place so they can't hit me in the exposed flank, I guess. All right. Let's end this turn. We're about halfway through the battle. Actually, exactly halfway through the battle now. See you, SEO. Have a good one. Thanks for coming out. All right, so our left is where things are very, very bad. In the center, it's a little bit confused. That one unit of foot is in trouble, but once they rout and clear, I've got a pretty massive cavalry charge I can send up the middle. That may stabilize things a little bit. They have so many troops there, though. Thing is, if they come out of that terrain disorganized, my cavalry charge is right against them. The right flank looks like it's in bad shape. The left flank also is in pretty bad shape. Reminds me of that that quote from World War I. I forget which French general it was. He was saying, you know, my right, well, like my right flank was retreating, my center was broken or something. The situation was perfect. I attacked. I know I'm butchering that quote, but I think it was from the Marne. Nice. The enemy auto broke there. Keep impacting these guys. That's a flank charge, isn't it? Not quite. Almost. All right. 0% chance they lose. Most likely they draw here. Nice. We broke another enemy unit. Okay. These are archers, so it's most likely that they're going to retreat. Do I want to use my charge now? Yeah, they're going to crush these guys. Oh, they held firm. Wow. All right, I'm going to let these guys rest a little bit. They are disrupted. These guys on the left have restored themselves. They're okay. But I don't want to charge them right back into marshland. Mm, 13... 68% chance of a win, but their flank will be turned. 81% chance they lose if they impact there. Well, there are spearmen, that's why. They're not footmen. All right, they'll drive them back, right? Nice. Okay. So started using my cavalry in the center. This is my commander-in-chief, right? No. Where is he? Is he over here? Oh, no, that's the sub-general. Where the hell's my CNC? I thought it was this guy. Doesn't look like it. Sub-general. Oh, it's this guy. The guy who just charged at those enemy archers. All right, we're going to advance these guys forward next turn. But we're through 12 turns so far, and the routed percentages are about even thus far. I think the enemy has the edge right now, but it's kind of a cluster at the moment, so it's a little bit difficult to tell. Flank attack, disrupted, impact, held firm. Charge, impact. Jesus Christ, 20-3. The hordes of enemy troops are coming in. My troops in, like, defending in the woods sucks, but it seems like so do my troops attacking too. My right flank is about to cave in. Can I pull these guys out of the marsh back toward this very narrow, good ground in the center? All right, they just routed another unit. Hey, we drove one enemy unit back. A bunch of units are rallying. The enemy just charged into my sub-general here and got whacked. Got spanked. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for this episode, part number 2 of our first look at Field of Glory 2 Medieval, an upcoming turn-based war game by the folks over at Byzantine Games and being published by Slytherin. This is a game that's coming out on February 4th, and I'm really enjoying this so far. I've been struggling in this battle. My infantry really got pushed back, and things are a little bit dicey on either flank. We've had a little bit more success in the center of our line, where we've been able to push back the enemy attack with some heavy cavalry charges. So it's interesting seeing the dichotomy there. This is also an interesting campaign because of the terrain type that's getting populated, a lot of marsh, which makes sense for some of the Baltic areas, but it's very difficult to fight in because apparently being in what I would assume to be defensive terrain like marshes is actually really bad because it causes your cohesion to be hit. And so we've got a lot of like spearmen and footmen who have bad cohesion. Then the enemy comes charging up through clear terrain in good cohesion. They hit our lines and they do a lot of damage. And so we've seen a lot of bending of our line on either flank. The area we've done better is in the center of our line where we're in open terrain, and we've had some units get pushed back there, but because of that and because some gaps in our line already existed, we're able to charge some heavy cavalry through there and see a little bit more success. And so it's a little bit of back and forth. I think it's a really close run thing at the moment. You know, I generally do really poor at Field of Glory 2, so we'll see how this turns out. But I'm enjoying my time with this so far. Let me know your thoughts. Is this something you're looking forward to see more of, or is this, a game that you're interested in? Please leave your comments down below. With that being said, we'll wrap this battle up in our next video, part number 3 of this first look at Field of Glory 2 Medieval. And until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying, as always, guys, thanks a lot for the support. Hope you enjoy the video. And until next time, I'm out.